Being enlisted for national service in Singapore, you're inevitably bombarded with tales of the supernatural, especially if your destination is Pulau Tekong. I was a skeptic, dismissing such talk as mere campfire stories, a means to scare the newcomers. That belief held firm until I experienced it firsthand. Guard duty was a mundane affair until one particular night. My mate and I were stationed on the eastern prowling area near the old bunkers, patrolling the desolate grounds. The heavy humid air was stirred only by our synchronized footsteps. Just as the clock approached 3 a.m., the witching hour, we heard a lullaby, a soft, haunting melody wafting in the wind. We dismissed it as a trick of the wind, but the song persisted, growing louder with each passing minute. It felt as if it was seeping into our very souls. A cold shiver ran down our spines, our grips tightening on our rifles. We dared not speak of it but hastened our patrol, eager to leave the haunting melody behind. The next guard duty, my mate was replaced. All alone this time, I was hoping for an uneventful night, but the woman's lullaby returned, even more intensely than before. It felt as if she was there, her mournful tune echoing around me. There was a profound sadness in the melody that was impossible to ignore. My nights were never peaceful after that. Afternoon runs were supposed to be an escape, a way to sweat out the fear. The quiet rustling of trees and the harsh rhythm of our panting were usually the only sounds. However, the tranquility was shattered when I started seeing a figure amongst the dense greens, a lady in a white dress, her face hidden behind her long hair. It was impossible, yet there she was, a spectral figure disturbing the isolation of the island. Her appearances became more frequent. Sometimes, it felt like she was watching us, her face always hidden, always silent. A chill ran down my spine whenever our paths crossed. Whispers among the recruits connected her to the village massacre during the Japanese occupation. But I don't know. They said she was a grieving mother, eternally seeking her lost child. Civilian life welcomed me back with open arms, but the memories of Tekong remained, tucked away in the corners of my mind. My girlfriend, a beacon of normalcy, helped me to forget. We had our ups and downs, but her presence was comforting, a warm contrast to the spectral coldness I had left behind. Until the day came when she wasn't there anymore. Our breakup was painful, a devastating blow that left me emotionally shattered. Heartbroken, I retreated into solitude, the echoes of Tekong haunting my dreams. But the dreams were not of guard duties or training. Instead, they were echoes of happier times with my girlfriend. But the woman beside me wasn't her. It was the spectral lady from Tekong. Her face, initially blurry, became clearer with each passing dream. Her presence was becoming more prominent, more intrusive, as if slowly replacing my girlfriend in my memories. The dreams became more intense, merging with reality, blurring the lines between wakefulness and sleep. Conversations with the spectral lady became frequent, her silence replaced by whispers, her sadness reflected in her words. It was as if she had breached the boundary of my dreams and entered my reality. A visit to a psychiatrist led to a diagnosis I wasn't prepared for: schizophrenia. It was hard to accept that the experiences, so real, so tangible, were symptoms of a disorder. Yet, the hauntings continued, now coupled with medication and therapy. The spectral lady from Tekong remains a part of my life. Some nights, it's like living with a ghostly roommate. I've learned to coexist, to make peace with my haunting. So, schizophrenia, or a real haunting, I can't tell anymore. I've lost track of where reality ends and the haunting begins. All I know is, we're all good now, and life, as bewildering as it is, goes on. The ending isn't dramatic. I'm just living my life now. I chose to ignore the lady, but we seem to have reached an understanding. Some days, it's like living with a ghostly roommate. The echoes of Tekong follow me still, a spectral reminder of my past. But the thing is, we're all good now. Sometimes, you just make peace with your ghosts, even if they belong to someone else's past. So, schizophrenia, or a haunting, I guess we'll never really know.